Hi everyone, Radu Andrusak from Flowtimize here, and in today's client interview joining me is Raluca Gheorghiu, key leader at VEO and DARE Academy. Over the last 7 months, we've been working together to enhance VEO's recruitment and marketing workflows, establishing new systems and procedures for campaign management, lead generation, recruitment, and community growth. Hi Raluca, thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Radu.
How are things going?
Good, busy as always. We have in VEO and DARE.
Nice.
Thank you so much for having me and for your invitation. It was quite surprising, but it's always nice to talk about nice projects and, great things that we have been doing together in the past 7 months. So here we are.
Sure. Thanks again for coming. To start, could you share a bit about your background, VEO's mission, and your role within the organization?
Sure. Well, let's say my journey with VEO and Dare Academy started 10 years ago. When I was, challenged a little bit with, a new project that VEO was planning to launch, Dare Academy. My background before VEO is very linked with startups and new projects deployment, so it was nice to have this opportunity. I'm based in Iași, so I'm based in one of the, let's say, most historic sites that VEO has. VEO is a company, is main service provider for let's say a group of companies, Nos Universe in France. It's not a new company. VEO is on the market since 18 years already, and as services, we have two core, let's say, businesses. One is linked with back office services. Well, it started with back office services 18 years ago, meaning financial, accounting, payroll, recruitment. But now we are, slowly transitioning to, let's say, more impactful and strategic projects like IT development, artificial intelligence, or other types of tech products. So it's a mixed service, in total 35 services that we deliver. And the other core service or core business is very linked with clearance purchasing. And now we dive in a little bit into this always surprising and the juicy world of clearance, because VEO is one of the companies that is very linked with sustainable economy and responsible economy, meaning that we are prospecting purchasing, outreaching, to negotiate overstocks from 27 countries, like all Europe, Northern Africa, or Middle East. And we purchase only the products that represent, let's say, difficult to sell stock for the ones that have them. Either past collections or extreme sizes, large quantities, canceled orders, or products with, I don't know, small defects, or something that is really blocked as stock and represents a problem. Mostly it's let's say budgetary or financial problem, but could be, I don't know, space, image, or other issues that they might have. So we purchase them and we deliver them, into a new market of good deals for people that are in search of, nice prices and good opportunities. So to, let's say, to wrap up a little bit this intro, and linked with what we did in the past 7 months, it's very linked with this overstock world, and with the commercial part of VEO, and it's linked with the main training recruitment training and coaching provider that we have for commercial roles, Dare Academy. So with Dare, we are on a mission to identify, commercial people or people with potential. Sometimes it's untapped potential to become great buyers, great negotiators from Romania, Bulgaria, Poland, Moldavia, or Morocco. And we scout them, we train them, we coach them, in order to become great buyers with great careers within VEO or other companies within the group.
Nice.
So yes, it's a nice world to be in.
Thanks, Raluca. You've mentioned about the people that you are looking for and you are training them. Who are these types of people?
It's I mentioned that there is a geographical, let's say, landscape where we operate. It's mostly Romania, Bulgaria, Poland, Republic of Moldavia. Now we slowly transition to Northern Africa. And we discuss about people with commercial potential and those who speak foreign languages, because we prepare them for careers that are global at international level. So it's highly important to be knowledge or language savvy, and to speak either English, Italian, I don't know, Spanish, German, Greek, Bulgarian,
There is a
Serbian.
whole list of languages that you
There is a
recruit.
whole list, in total 27 languages that we recruit. As profile, we have a say in there. Just bring your drive and your ambition, because we are equipping them with everything they need in terms of skills, techniques. I don't know. Communication skills, negotiation skills, everything is delivered through to this highly intensive 4 months of training and coaching. So we really discuss about people with drive, curious, dynamic, in search of careers that are not, let's say, ordinary. So those who really don't like to be in an office 9 to 5, but they really like to have, I don't know, novelty each day, to interact with people, to travel, to discover something daily, to improve themselves daily. These are the people that join their academy. And in terms of I don't know, a demographical profile, it's so diverse, from freshly graduates to people with, I don't know, no experience in sales, from people with experience in sales, or others that are just looking to transition from one career to another, and they want to test this commercial life and commercial roles. So it's really diverse. We have so many success stories. I don't know, from people who left, I don't know, to work in Spain or Italy, and they just return home looking to build a career here. From people who just finished school, and they wanted to have a career that is yes, it's impactful. So it's really diverse. It's really diverse.
Nice. Thank you, Raluca, uh, for all the introduction. It was really complete. And before we started work together, how was the communication and recruitment departments organized at Dare, and what were the challenges your team were facing?
Yes. Well, as I mentioned before, we are in Dare, an academy that recruits people with potential, and it's let's say a huge machine behind it, to identify, to attract them, to be able to assess them properly, to make sure that they have a great experience end to end with us in the recruitment process. So it was something that we built in 10 years as flow and experience. But now that we are in so many countries, in so many cities as Dare Academy, it became to a challenge for us. How, first of all, to make sure that we deliver experience, but also deliver this into standard flow, which we could be able to control, improve, measure, and improve once again. So that has been a challenge, and to be able to deliver to all of them like this same experience. And the second, we at Dare we treat each candidate individually, because for us it's about potential and personal story. So it was important to scale all the recruitment process, but in the same time to make sure that we are still delivering a personal experience to everyone, and we don't just treat CVs or volumes, and we lose the personal touch. So in this lens, let's say it was a matter of scaling and stabilizing the processes. Second, we were looking to be able to dive into each step of the recruitment process and to really understand the candidate's experience there, really understand what we could improve to really optimize time spent on each process, resources, or overlapping of processes. Because we are not stopping here, we are expanding and expanding. So when we met, that was the goal, to make sure that our processes are stable enough to scale and to automatize this, because really it was something that we used to do in Excel files. And I'm pretty sure that many companies still do this. So
Yes, indeed.
yes, we live in the age of AI, and really we were still in Excel files.
Yeah. So this was the context and motivation behind
Yeah, yeah,
seeking the external perspective
yeah, yeah,
for auditing your process. But not many managers choose to bring in outside help. So what
yeah.
made you decide, and why was this the right decision for your company? You told me that you also work with a lot of external people. How is the thought behind that
Yeah.
idea?
Well, from my perspective, it is either when you recruit someone to join the company, or you want to improve something. It's always, I know it's difficult, but it's always healthier to bring an external eye objectively, because we are in this business since 10 years in that academy. So really, I wanted to have the help of someone externally that could say, no, this is not right, or here you can improve, and not to justify and not to find excuses why it is happening like this, and we used to do it like this. So that was the reason why we said, okay, let's go external, and to bring outside know-how. And it was even in particular when we've met, because um, you know it's really important to find someone that is you know objective, but also to really understand your context. And I really like the experience that we had during the audit, because it was a very interesting type of collaboration that we had, not only to compare our process with a standard, or to compare a process with ideal let's say, workflow on this matter, but also to understand our needs.
Yes, and
Our
because
needs as
your company is so big and
yeah,
you have so many processes, it was really
yeah.
interesting for me also
So
to.
yeah, it was also nice to that you the fact that you understood our needs as a company and the need of flexibility a little bit and the need to improve our collaboration between certain departments or certain services. So it was a custom, let's say, made audit for us. So it was nice um, to have this experience with you.
Thanks, Raluca. I know you've told me an interesting story about how you found out about Flowtimize. Could you
Yeah,
share that?
yeah. Um, well, yes, I found about you through the work that you did, not necessarily in auditing part. That we discovered later that was one of the services that you provide, but it was very linked with the marketing services that you provide. And it was through, let's say, a partner that we have in career development or career coaching. Obviously, us being in the, let's say, in the recruitment and development of people, we have, we are always linked with other partners. And it was in the bottom of the site, but it was really important for me, like built with the help of Flowtimize. And then I became even more interested in the emails that I received and the quality that and the angles that were in the email marketing and also in the whole, let's say, funnel of communication. So it was, um, I think, a really easy to sell service, because when I contacted you, it was, I already knew the quality and what was to become, and yes, I think word of mouth and proof of results is the best way to sell
For
services.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to the results that you bring to your people as well.
Yeah.
But first, I wanted to ask you about because you joined us for many of the discovery calls and interviews I had with each process owner in VEO, and that kind of helped us identify focus areas. How did you find those interviews, and how did they help you with identifying where to focus next?
Oh, it was part of the self awareness journey, because I come back to this idea of really it wasn't an audit, it was mirroring a little bit and self awareness, because when we started this journey, for us it was candidate experience first, and how we could deliver a better candidate experience and a better journey throughout all the touch points. And the more we dived into the what was happening in each part of the funnel, we really saw that there were struggles, things that we could improve in terms of employee experience, which really translates into candidate experience. So for me, it was important to participate into these calls, because the ones who do are the ones who know really better each problem, not us, just looking at the effects. And the more I listen to, this issue with this error, with this, I don't know, double work, with this process that was taking too long, with this lack of visibility, with this and this and this, it was really important to have a 360 view on what we could improve. And it was an invaluable source in terms of the dashboard that we built together and all the KPIs that we are following and all the objectives that we set, because really it was sometimes a rooted cause, and for me it was like a second onboarding on the process. So it was fun to be part of the, let's say, discovery phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very interesting. As I said, it was an interesting process to discover, and people were really open. You did a great job at preparing everyone and explaining the motivation behind it. So everyone was really open, and they were really willing to improve things. And yeah, from from that we got to mapping out the candidate's journey and remapping it, and we did it in a very detailed way. How
Yep.
did you see that from your perspective, from the leadership perspective?
Mm.
Why would you do that and go in such detail to map that journey?
Well, you mentioned that everyone was really open, and it was because really it was a process that helped everyone in the end. And it was not something that we push because we have an agency, we have a study, let's change everything. And it wasn't something artificial because, the market is doing this, or that, candidates are looking for this. It was a natural process. And why it was in such detail? Because really we wanted to make sure that each step of the process, it has a scope in candidate experience, has a purpose in terms of recruitment step. That everything is linked with everything, because sometimes when you work in an agile way, and in so many cities, in so many countries, you adapt locally sometimes, then you dive in, and then you become general, and then to particular, and it's always like a movement of this sort. And really we didn't have flow, you know set up like, okay, let's do it, it's official for all of the countries. So it was nice to map everything, and once we did, we really saw a lot of things that we could improve, because we were looking at the main points in the process, the candidate attraction, the campaigns that we were running, I don't know, the interaction with the recruiter. We were looking at
Yeah, we
the
also
events,
worked
the
on the
offers,
scripts and also
this.
worked on the
Yes.
templates they used
Yeah.
and the idea that they had to pass to the candidates.
Yes, and it's exactly what you pointed out. It was, let's say, an evolution from, applying a model to actually reassessing the scope on what we wanted to transmit, and what is the experience that we want candidates to have when they are in the process of recruitment with Dare Academy. Like, that everyone feels onboarded, welcomed, that we give the right information, that they are, mm, let's say, alimented with the relevant information in the recruitment process. Because sometimes and I am speaking now from marketing point of view or communication, you want to sell everything. You want to put everything to the table, and then, your candidate to choose what is relevant for them. But with your help in mapping the process, with the avatar that we built together, with everything that was in the preparation phase, we saw we better understood the needs of the candidate, how to address them, with what information, in what time, and to make the process natural. So it wasn't, we started the discussion about scaling, and having a process that is more automated. But in the end, it was a process of reconnecting with the candidate that we have.
Yeah, it's always
Um,
about the people in the end.
yeah, it's always about the people. And now that, okay, the tools are a bonus now, but we really reconnected and we saw it then in the results that we managed to have, that it wasn't about selling our service, but it was more and more about, answering to a need of a candidate and resolving an issue that they are facing and why they are joining there. So it was an introspective journey for us, after 10 years of doing recruitment and, onboarding so many people. Um, it was nice to take a step back and to reassess, okay, what is our value proposition, what we are standing for, what we are delivering in reality to our candidates, because it's for us it's always training, recruitment, but then we are delivering life changing experiences and with people that are looking for certain things in terms of career. So yeah, it was a nice journey.
Thanks, Raluca. You mentioned we set up dashboards,
Yep.
automation, and templates, and also we involved the whole team and even the recruiters and everyone in putting together a stronger community.
Yep.
And can you tell us a bit about how did that process go in terms of community building and involving everyone in creating, let's say, content for your social media campaigns and the paid campaigns?
Well,
Because I know you've started a very nice project inside
yeah, yeah.
after this.
Well, first it was nice to reconnect marketing team with recruitment team,
Yeah, it's
and
always nice
to
to have them realigned.
yes, and the dashboard was just a mean to put everything in one single flow. But it was about reconnecting and looking at the journey, not only from marketing point of view or recruitment point of view, but to come forward as one single entity. And in this lens, obviously we readjusted in a way the roles that we have in the marketing team. And now that we started to have more visibility on the flow and what we needed to improve, well, our roles in a way um, changed, some in evolution, some in creation of new roles, because after that, basically, we created an, let's say, marketing agency within VEO and with Dare Academy, and it's becoming so much of a smooth process now that we have control over it in terms of content production, community management, or ads management, or copywriting. It becomes such let's say a fluid process. We can feel it now inside the team, but also candidates can feel it too,
For
because
sure.
you feel really onboarded, and you feel really that every step of the way there is someone to be with you in this journey, from application until the recruitment events and then the training. And yes, it's let's say marketing 2.0 now in Dare Academy, with a new team that is more specialized, um, more let's say more focused on each step they need to produce on the process. And it's let's say it really replied to the initial request how to scale it up and how to organize things
So
better.
I'd like to touch a bit more on this part of the
Yeah,
building a marketing agency inside
yeah,
your company.
yeah.
Um, I know we've worked on finding out key points to improve, and
Mm,
then we found out that maybe we for the need that you have in terms of growth and expansion, maybe it would be better to have everything packaged together as
mhm.
a and have all the roles filled for a virtual marketing agency inside your own company.
Yeah.
Um, how did you find the process of building and defining and creating the new roles, the job descriptions, mapping out all the responsibilities that will have to be taken care of, and
Mhm.
also the KPIs?
Well, as you said, first it was, let's say, a healthy decision that we brought everything inside the company because, and I say this because it happens in so many companies. Companies with the size of VEO or Dare Academy or multinational global companies, um, they have some part of the communication team inside, and a lot of agencies from whom they just purchase several services, either digital or branding or PR agencies. Um, and I can say this that sometimes it's really difficult to have the same representation of brand and voice, and to have the same, let's say, identity and understanding of the values and what we want to transmit, like through all the partners. And for us, it's really important. And I come back to the candidate experience and the type of candidates that we are recruiting, and the need to be authentic with them, connected with them, the need to be speaking the same language, and to be connected in a partner and friendly way. So for us, it was really important to bring everything into one single voice, because the risk to work with so many partners and agencies is to have different voices, different styles, different approaches throughout the funnel of communication flow. And that was one of the scopes. And once we rearranged the whole orchestra of people, we really saw opportunities to develop even more things than we used to do before. So not only we rearranged the flow in terms of content that we bring in social, content that we bring in one-to-one marketing, retargeting, or everything that is related to campaigns and paid content. We really saw opportunities in direct engagement, in community management, and it's something that really the market is going in this direction. Candidates are looking for more and more authentic experiences, respect, being part of a community, being heard. And for us, it was really important to transmit this message of we see you, we are there, let's say, for you,
There.
because um, sometimes I see a lot of posts, for example, on LinkedIn or other platforms, of candidates that applied for 60 jobs and never receive a reply, or candidates that don't even apply because they don't understand the job description or the role, or they see themselves unfit, and really they don't dare to postulate and to apply for a job. And for us, it's really important to for them to understand that no matter the background, apply. Just be, driven and ambitious and apply, and we'll take care of the rest and place you in the best roles that we see fit for you. So this could only happen once you are in direct contact. You are close to them and you assess each journey individually. So now with everything that we do in community management and everything that we do in terms of let's say candidate journey, it's we receive so many feedbacks that this is not an interview, this is not a training, like it's something that changed my life, and really in the end in Dare Academy it's about changing lives. And if we see someone that is not fit for the role, and we don't have this feeling that they will be coming to work, smiling and engaged and really thriving on that role, we redirect them to other, missions. For us, it's really important once we set you up with the training and the coaching to also be, 100% sure that you are going to be successful on this role. It's not just a certificate that we are delivering halfway, like you could do it, but really it's 50-50. No, we really want to put a stamp on this experience that you are fit to become, a salesperson or a negotiator. You are fit to have this mindset of a commercial. And this is, only once you are live present with them. So after 7 months, it's only the beginning of the journey. It's only the beginning. Now we have the data to help
Yes.
us, play more and be more creative, be more in touch with them. But it's only the beginning, let's say, of um,
What is
fruitful
to follow?
2025. Yeah,
Yeah, I you mentioned about the data that you have it and how important it is to have
yeah,
data-driven decisions. Yesterday I had a call with one of your team leaders, and he was sharing the results they had a few for this week, and in terms of
yeah,
uh, lead generation and reduction in cost and finding
yeah.
a new winning edge, so to say. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and there I felt really how motivated they were and happy and excited.
Yeah.
And now let's talk a bit about the results that people that work with you and join their academy and work for VEO. What are some of the most powerful stories that come to mind? One or two, maybe,
Oh,
in terms of
a lot, a
colleagues
lot.
that transformed their lives.
Oh, a lot. Um, in these 10 years, we had thousands and thousands of people that joined the academy. After all the efforts that we did, for example, now we are purchasing overstocks of over 2,000 million euros a year. So it became a scale adventure with people that grew internally. So first of all, many of them that were onboarding and they enter in this clearance world as, I don't know, prospectors, and became buyers, senior buyers, managers, plateau managers, committee members. So we have a lot of stories of people that really develop themselves, and it's not just a skill, a certificate, and you could do one thing. It's something that you could develop into a lifestyle and into a career. And it's not only about career evolution. That is the main thing that is happening. It's also about great career experiences. I don't know, from people that travel in all Europe, and they visit so many countries interacting with business owners with no previous experience, to be, I don't know, one day in Spain, one day in Germany, and tomorrow to be in Dubai, and then you go to Scandinavia, and it's something that they couldn't do before or in a standard job. And then we discuss also about, not only career and fun and thriving, let's say, experiences, but also about compensation in a way, because this is career that is known for the great bonuses that they receive. So to be able to, I don't know, buy a car in a month, or buy cash down apartment in 1 year, it's something that is really leveled by IT services sometimes in terms of compensation. We have a lot of stories like this, and also even funny ones, not only big rewarding ones. Being in the clearance business, it's always about surprises. And one day you could buy I don't know, books and apparel or textiles, and next you could buy I don't know, champagne or diamond jewelry, or even a yacht. Everyone laughs about the story of the yacht, or I don't know, other type of more exclusive and juicy overstocks. And it becomes a lifestyle. People they are hooked on this type of experience, and no one could ever go back to a 9 to 5 job behind the screen, remotely isolated. It's so much fun to be in an office with young people, dynamic, motivated, everyone to cheer for you and clap once you finish a negotiation. Everyone is pumped up on Friday with all the dynamic things that happen during the week. And in the end, it's always about, career evolution. So, for example, 70% of the people that are in VEO got promoted twice or 3 times during their careers. Most of the managers are built from within. So Dare Academy, as I said, doesn't only scout for potential and gives you a certificate, and then it's like this. It's a promise of investment, because the more you want, the more you have place to grow, the more you push yourself forward to become visible, the more you are mobile, the more you want to become a global employee, not just in your hometown, the more this company provides opportunities for you. And I speak from personal experience now, because I joined VEO 10 years ago with a role in Dare Academy, and then so many things happened in communication, in HR, in being in a financial committee, being in a commercial committee, now being in the strategic part and working with the board. So it's a company that really offers opportunities, not only on the vertical. So it's not about linear growth and to have a progression that you anticipate and you work for it and you hope that your M+1 will leave the company and you are the successor. No, it's really about experiences, mobility, experiential training. It's about people that have, transversal missions. It's really about receiving opportunities. Like for you, Radu, if you want to join VEO and tomorrow to work from Morocco or, India, okay, let's see how we can achieve this. So it's not only about availability in a very strict organizational chart. It's about opportunities. And for the ones that are with potential and with a drive, This is why we are looking for the driven people, because it's let's say a status quo that never leaves in the company. If you are driven enough, you'll have space to grow. And sometimes we even create roles based on strengths and the plus, let's say, the skills that you possess. And we just look for opportunities where you might fit and bring more added value. So it's a company that is like a constant let's say startup. This is why I joined from startup to VEO.
Yeah, really inspiring these stories, and we'll mention at the end where the people can apply if they're interested and they resonate with what you presented. Looking back now, what would you say has been the most impactful change or improvement for VEO from our collaboration and work we did together?
Well, as you said, having data in real time, the relevant ones, always is making the decision process and the planning so much, efficient and easy. In terms of having the whole process aligned, it was something that helped our teams work better and collaborate more, and for everyone to be more in line with what we expect from them, and to be able to let's say anticipate more, plan more, and to work at ease. So it was such a gain in terms of efficiency and collaboration. Um, and I think it was work of preparation for even stronger steps or more boldly steps that we want to take into the marketing part and in the recruitment part, in terms of CRM or other tools that could speed up the process. But we now, looking back, we couldn't have, let's say, chosen a CRM provider or implement without mapping everything and
Without
without
having
knowing.
a strong foundation, so to say.
Yes, yes. So I think it was a cleanup that was necessary, rearrangement that was really necessary to come back stronger and then prepare for the, let's say, the big deal, the let's say the CRM and everything in terms of digitalization and automation of the processes. So it was a big gain in terms of not only candidate experience but also employee experience and processes
And motivation.
and motivation.
Yeah, people were really excited. And for other companies or organization considering similar audit and workflow optimization, what would you recommend them if they are thinking about working with Flowtimize?
Well, first of all, yes, work with Flowtimize. That was that is, let's say, a first step. Second, I really encourage everyone to be open. And it's not always easy to do this, because we have companies, flows, decision makers, a lot of things behind when we build processes. But once you apply to someone externally, be open enough to embrace what they are proposing and to see how you can integrate, because sometimes people are looking now for consultants or auditors or external parties, but they just want to tell you what to do and to move faster. So second, it would be to be be open. And what I really liked about the collaboration that we had, um, we showed your process and you presented alternatives. not only to optimize the process that we were having, but also to think of different ways how to do it. And it was always, dialogue that we had, and it was always a brainstorming in our meetings. If we could do this, why are we doing this? What is the added value? Let's try it like this. And luckily enough, we found, let's say, a fertile uh, place to implement and to play a little bit with this, because we are not in this strict landscape. So I think it was a win-win in terms of collaboration. You with a mix of experience, creativity, and structure, and us with this desire to embrace it and to test it and to apply it. And the result that, as you mentioned regarding the meeting yesterday, yes, you see at least doubling the figures that we used to have. And not only in terms of volume, but in cost reduction. So really, for people that are looking to collaborate with you, is my advice is this: be open and test in trials, test in pilots, test in what is more comfortable for you, but test, because sometimes we didn't have the right answer, none of us, but we said, okay, let's test it and see how it looks. And in digital marketing, in global communication, because we are in so many countries, in a let's say a landscape where candidates behavior and expectation are so fast in development, that is always for recruitment a challenge. I think from COVID until now, it was always a challenge. Like nothing you did the year before works this year in terms of, digital communication about candidates that want, fast connection, usually text, not face to face, with candidates that want to apply 24/7 and to be available like a marketplace to a lot of things. That really is a good school for recruitment and HR, but it's so challenging to always be close to the candidate. The era of long recruitment processes and face to face, I don't know, interviews, or the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and
Yes.
CVs, it's, I think, over, and companies need to be so much more flexible, and ready to put themselves out there for the candidates, and to be you know easy to access, to be also truthful, sincere, adapted, and it's really the era of candidates now. And I think for everyone that has a recruitment process, no matter the size of the company or the flow, I think it's important to have at least an audit of someone who really understands your candidate, and really to personalize a little bit the experience that you have. So no matter if they look up at automatization and data, as we did, or better understanding of your candidate or client, because for us it was recruitment, but I know that you deliver services in so many areas. It's really important to do this recurrently, because for us it was this audit in 2024, but it won't be the last, and it's something that we want to keep doing this, to always make sure that we are in contact with the candidates, and that we are aligned with what they are expecting from us.
Thanks, Raluca. One thing that I also liked about how things moved with your company is that you were very quick to implement things,
Mm.
and that's probably why you started to see results so fast. And lastly, if people watching are interested in learning more about VEO or Dare Academy or reaching out, what's the best way to do that? Maybe they want to apply.
Yeah, well, thanks to you, we have a lot of outlets to apply, but obviously there is their Trade Academy site available to the apply and to be more connected and informed with us. We have VEOworldwide.com as site. We have so many ads and
They
just
will
follow the
definitely
pages.
see if they just listen to this
Definitely,
interview,
yes,
the ads will find them.
yes. So much content and ads. So definitely. But no, keep close contact with the pages like on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, TikTok. YouTube is now slowly transitioning. Really, I think they will be connected in one way or another with us. And I know that I spoke a lot about Dare Academy and foreign languages, but the plethora of jobs and opportunities for all countries where VEO is present is so diverse that really it's enough only to send a message with what you want to do and what skills you have, and they will reply finding an opportunity for you. No matter if you know already your path or you're just discovering and you have, I don't know, a will to do something with your career, but no clear opportunity or clear, let's say, pathway. Just apply because really it's so diverse and fun to be in this adventure. So a lot of outlets. Let's
Okay.
say.
Thank you, Raluca, for sharing your story and your insights. I really appreciate them, and I hope they inspire other leaders and business owners who are looking to change the way things work and to scale. Thanks again, and talk soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Keep in touch.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good day. Bye bye.